I taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. And don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Hello, first grade. Welcome back to Number Corner. It is Wacky Wednesday. Parents, pause this video and have your child go find and put on the wackiest outfit they can find. So, friends, we're going to get started right away with our Number Corner. Yesterday was Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. Today is Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday, as we said. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. So yesterday the shape was a rectangle, and we discovered that a rectangle is a symmetrical shape. We could divide it into 4 equal parts. Today, our card is, I'm gonna zoom in closely so we can see. Today, our card is a triangle. So notice that our triangle is upside down. This is a triangle because it has 3 sides. So quickly, we're going to review what the word symmetry means so we can decide whether or not this is a symmetrical shape, meaning it can be divided equally, or if it's an asymmetrical shape, meaning it cannot be divided into equal parts. So symmetry, finding symmetry on a shape, is the property of a shape that can be folded so that the 2 halves match exactly. So in order to find out if this shape is symmetrical shape or not, we have to fold it. That's how we're going to find out. Just how like they did these objects here. Oh, I think we see our shapes. So I'm going to go down. These are some of the shapes we already reviewed. But today our shape is a triangle. These are all the different kinds of triangle. A triangle is a 2-dimensional flat shape with 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And like this one, 1, 2, 3. 3 corners and 1, 2, 3. 3 sides. So I am going to fold my shape and see if it can be divided into an equal part. So I'm going to fold it this way first. And we've had this shape before. This shape looks just like this shape up here, but this shape is a little longer. It's stretched out just a little. So if I fold it this way, is it divided equally? No, not quite. You see, when it folded in half this way, it makes these 2 parts. Would you see 2 mini triangles, but it's not equal. So I'm going to try and fold it another way. I'm going to try and fold it this way. Ooh, so we've done this one before, and it can be divided in half. It can be divided in half into 2 parts. One side is identical to the other part. So I'm going to draw my line of symmetry in the middle. I'm going to put 1/2. Parents, you can have your kid write 1/2 on their shape. And it can look like this, 1/2. I drew my line of symmetry and I made it 1/2. So you can also do that on your geoboard, which is found on both class blocks. So you see, I already have my shape ready. So parents, if you did not have a chance to print out the paper triangle and cut it out for your kid, you can try it on a geoboard. So I have my triangle here, and a triangle we say is the attributes of a triangle, meaning has 3 sides. So that's 1, 2, 3. It has 3 sides. There are 3 pegs on this side and 3 pegs on that side. And 3 corners and 3 sides. I'm going to use another rubber band to show the line of symmetry. So we said that the line of symmetry, I'm going to lift this one. Oh no. There it is. So we said that this side is a exact match to this side. So if I was to flip this to this side, it will be identical. So when you're flipping, friends, as you see with my rubber band, it will be identical to that side. It will be an exact match. So you can practice that out there on the zero board, but let's go to our April calendar observation chart. So today is April eighth. And it's 4, you can write that as 4-8. 4 representing April because it's the fourth month of the year, January, February, March, April being the fourth month of the year. And today's date is the 8th, April 8th. So our shape of the day is another triangle. And we divided our triangle into two equal parts. We folded into two equal parts, which is the same as one. Is it a symmetrical shape? Yes. If you said yes, you're right. It's definitely a symmetrical shape. It's definitely a symmetrical shape. So friends, I'm going to go back to this triangle right here. So last week, friends, we had the triangle that we used last week. So that triangle was a little different. So we noticed that this triangle was stretched out. But this triangle here was not as stretched out. So if we go back to our calendar, this triangle was not as stretched out, and meaning we possibly can divide it into another part. So if I was to go to my geoboard, and the bottom was a little wider. Notice that you can probably divide this into another part. A isosceles triangle. That's what it's called. And I get my marker because I'm going to use a different pen. I'm going to show you another line of symmetry. So this is identical. Can move this up some. This side is identical to that side is identical to that one, and that side is identical to that one. So this first one up here, friends, as you see on our calendar, was the isosceles triangle. So this one is more stretched out, and you see its corners are a little bit is close together. So they're a little bit different, but as you see, you can divide it into other parts, and we have divided it. So we can change this to 4 more for the isosceles triangle that we did some couple days before. So we're going to go to our days in school. So we count this as 100, and we're going to count on 100, 110, 20, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134. Today, we've been in school for 134 days. I'm going to put an X right here in the box. We've been in school for 134 days. How many more boxes can we fill in order to get to 140 days? How many more boxes do we have to fill to make it 140 days? If you said 6, you're right, because we have 4 already. A way you could have thought of that as we have 4 already shaded, and I know that 4 plus 6 more will give me 10 days in total. And I also know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. So I have 4, so that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more days to make a whole 10, which is a new decade. So I know if this was 110, 120, 130, and if this was filled up completely, it would be 140. So let's go to our chart of how many days in school we've been. So yesterday we were in school for 133 days. Today we've been in school for 134 days. So I'm going to read this 133. What number do I have to change and what place value? If you said the ones place, which is the 3, you're right. So I'm going to change this number to a 4. And what color am I going to make it to represent its place value? I'm going to make it red because our ones are red. There's my 4. I'm going to add a ones block to here to make it 4. And I read this as 100, 10 tens make 100. So I bundle it, 134. All right, I'm going to erase this down here. There we go, friends. All right, so we're going to practice writing this number in expanded form. So we said when you are doing expanded form, you're stretching out that number. You're stretching it out and you're adding those parts together. So I'm going to stretch out 134. 100. The first number I hear when I stretch out is 100. I have 100 here. 130. Or that's the second number I hear when I stretch it. So I'm going to add that 30. I have that here. 134. What's the last number you hear when you stretch it out? If you said 4, that's right. So I'm going to get my eraser and I'm going to change this 3 to a 4. And I'm going to make it red because the 4 is in the ones place. So another way we could have written that in expanded form, I'm just going to choose black so I can just write it in any color for now. We could have split the 100 into 2 parts, which is 50 plus 50. I know that 50 plus 50 equals 100. Because I know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. If I add zeros to those 5s, it'll be 50 plus 50. And I add another 0 to my 10, it equals 100. And I know that 20 plus 10 gives me 30. And I can do plus 4, which equals 134. Another way I could have written, I'm going to write it here at the bottom where it's room. Another way I could have written that is I know that, what is another way? Oh, I can go 25. This is where that higher level thinking pushes in. For some of you may have done this in your challenge. I got one person who sent me this and they showed me this challenge. 25 times 4 So if you add 20 times 4 is the same as saying 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. So you're adding 25 4 times. I want you to add 25 4 times and tell me what number do you get. So if I'm adding 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, what number do I get? That's right. If you say 100, you get 100. 25 times 4 equals 100. That's the same as 25 plus 25 plus 25. So I'm going to write that 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. You can see how I wrote 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 equals 100. So 25 times 4 is the same as saying 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, which equals 100. So I have that left. So now I need to add my other parts. So I can stretch that out and say plus 10 times 3. And 10 times 3 is 30. Plus 4. Good job to the person that sent me this and got that right. That means they were doing some higher level thinking. 10 times 3, you can write that as 10 plus 10 plus 10. So you're going to add 10 3 times because the 3 represents how many times you're going to add that number. So you write that as 10 plus 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. And that's how you write that. Plus 4 more is 134. So we're going to go to our popsicle collections. Yesterday, we had a total of 9. Today, we're going to spin the spinner and get a little closer, and we're going to see what number we land on today. All right. Our spinner has 5, 3, and 4. I'm going to get started with it. All right, here we go. 3. We got 3 popsicle sticks today. So we had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I add 3 more, what will my total be? If you said 12, you're right. So I'm going to go 1. I'm going to turn over. 1. Add 3 more because we spun 3. 2, 3. Based on the popsicles that you see below, remember we added 3 popsicle sticks. 1, 2, 3, based on what we spun. I want you to look and see, what can we do with our popsicles now that we have all of our popsicles on the sheet? If you said bundle, that's right. Because we have 10 popsicle sticks here, we can make that into a bundle. So I'm going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 10 popsicle sticks. So now I'm going to put this out because we bundled, because 10 popsicle sticks, 3, 6, 9. I counted a faster way and I counted by 3s. And 1 more is 10. I'm going to bundle that because 10 popsicle sticks grouped together makes a whole bundle. So that's my 10. And I'm going to add 2 more. So 10, 11, 12. That's how you count it. You just go 10, 11, 12. So that's the same as 10 plus 2. 10, which represents my bundle right here, plus, I'm going to put it over top so you can see better. 10 plus 2 equals 12 altogether. There we go. All right, friends, now yesterday we were talking about 10 more or 10 less or 1 more or 1 less. So today, friends, we are going to practice adding and subtracting 10s on the 100 grid, which we were doing pretty much yesterday. But this time, you're going to get an opportunity to do this sheet on your own at home. So my first one, let's look at this first one here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. So my first one says, we're going to try this first one. Find the sum, 63 plus 10. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start at what number? 63, the bigger number. I'm going to start at 63. There's 63. And it says plus 10. So am I going to go forward or am I going to go backward? I'm going to go forward because it says plus 10, meaning adding 10 more. So I know that 10 more from 63 is 73. The reason why I know that because I start at 63 and count up 10 until I get to that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I count up 10 more, I land on 73. We're going to try one more. Let's try the next one, 25. 10 plus 25. So I'm going to start. You also can start at the lower number. If I start at 10 plus 25. So I'm going to be thinking, I know that if I break 25 apart into expanded form, that is 10 plus 10 plus 5, or 15 plus 10. So I know that the first 10, if I jump 10, will be 20. 10 more from 10 is 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. So I already jumped the 10. And if I add 10 more, which is 20 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that'll give me 30. So now all I'll have to do is jump 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 more from 10 is 35. So you can write your equation like this and break it apart. 10 plus, I'm going to break apart 25, 10. 25 is the same as 10 plus 10 plus 5. If I was to break 25 apart, that's the same as 10 plus 10 plus 5. And when I jumped at 10, I got to 35. Or, because that's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, which is 35. I want you to try this worksheet out and do your very best. So we're going to go back before we end. We're going to take a sneak peek of tomorrow's number corner. So tomorrow's number corner is, oh, what shape is this and how do you know? So I have my shape already here cut out. I want you to think about what shape this is. And tomorrow we're going to identify this shape and name it. We're going to figure out what shape is this and is it a symmetrical shape or asymmetrical shape? Tune in tomorrow on Number Corner. I can't wait to see you guys. Have a great day.